Hey there, welcome to Blending Today. Today's March 4th. We are working in U4Wk1, which is some of those new ways that we can spell the long A sound. So we know that long A just says its name, it says A. And this week we're working on spelling long A with blank AY. So that blank just means that if you're going to have AY to spell the long A sound, there's going to be a letter that comes before it. You won't just see AY at the beginning of a word. And with AI, it says blank because you can see AI and it will have something after it. So you wouldn't see AI at the end of a word, but some other letter would be at the end of the word or at the beginning of the word, or maybe not at the beginning of the word. And then A by itself. And of course, A by itself can really appear anywhere in the word. So you just have to know that depending on the word, you'll need to flip it or try it on and see what sounds right in the word, whether that's the long A saying A or the short A saying ah. And we already learned that A blank E is a way to spell long A. So let's do our high frequency words first. We got a whole new, brand new set of words. So of course, make sure you're paying attention and participating to really help you own the words. About, animal, ate, give, hour, carry, or, other, small, blue, into, because, find, more, warm, over, start, food, flew, laugh, no, listen, were, caught, right, hard, found, would, near, woman. Excellent, thanks so much. All right, let's get started. First word, may. Your turn. A, may. So this word, may, it's actually two different ways, two different meanings for the word may. M says and AY is a vowel team. Remember, they work together to say that long A sound. A, may. So with a capital M, this word may means the month of May. If it were a lowercase m, this word would mean like, may I use the restroom? Okay, next word, gray. Your turn. A, gray. So this word gray only has two sounds. G-R, g-er, gur. And A-Y, a vowel team. Those two vowels, A and Y, working together to say that long A sound. Gur, A, gray. Next word, sway. Your turn. Swa, A, sway. S-W, swa, swa. A-Y, a vowel team working together to say long A. Swa, A, sway. And next word, train. Your turn. A, train. T-R, you can just blend those two together. Ta-er, tur. A-I is a vowel team. Those two letters, those two vowels are working together to make that long A sound. Tur, A. And says, tur, A, train. All right, let's read our first line. May, gray, sway, train. Your turn. Wonderful. Thanks so much. All right, next word. Chain. Your turn. Cha, A, chain. Chain. For CH, that's a digraph. Those two letters, they just work together to say that cha. You can't blend them sound by sound because then it sounds like kaha, kaha, and that's not the right sound. It won't make the correct word. You just have to know that CH will say cha. AI, a vowel team, works together to say long A, cha, A, and says cha, A, chain. Next word, drain. Your turn. Dur, A, drain. Here's one of those R blends. Da, dur. And a vowel team to say long A, dur, A. And says dur, A, drain, drain. And we can see that chain and drain and train, they all rhyme. They've got that ain at the end, long A and N, those two sounds, ain. Next word, play. Your turn. Pull, A, play, play. And this was a high frequency word from kinder, and now we can sound it out because we have that long A sound that you hear at the end of play. We know how that looks now. Pull, pull. And here's AY, a vowel team working together to say long A, pull, A, play. All right. Now I'm going to turn this word play into plays. What letter do you hear? We hear an S. That's right. Saw some lips. Pull, A's, plays. And it's not, doesn't become pull ace, the AYS, it kind of all comes together. Plays, plays. So this word, play, means like I'm going to go outside and go play, okay? But if I did that yesterday, like she is it right now. She plays outside right now, or she's playing outside right now. All right, next word, weighted. Your turn. Id. Weighted. Weighted. So of course the word weighted means that it already happened. He waited a long time to play outside. W says what? AI is a vowel team that works together to say long A. A, way. T says ta, ate, wait. So the word was weighted, so that means it's past tense. It already happened. Waited, waited. He waited a long time. All right, let's read our second line. Chain, drain, plays, weighted. Your turn. Wonderful. All right, next word. Explain. Your turn. Pull, A, explain. So we had this one the other day, I believe. EX, you have to, it really helps to chunk those letters together when it's like this, just X. X, X. Now you don't see that a ton in words. PL, pull. And if you can chunk P and L together as one sound, then here we go, 4 letters, and you chunk them, and now it's 2 sounds. Expel. Now, of course, if you see this and you take it letter by letter, it would probably work to help you sound it out. But like I said before, you might forget, by the time you get to the end, you might forget what sound it was at the beginning, and then when you try to blend it, you kind of stumble. So, expel. And here's a vowel team, the A and I, working together to say long A. Expel A, and says X, P, O, A, N. So that's a whole lot of sounds if I were to just take it letter by letter. So X, P, A, N. Explain. Explain. Next word. Pant. Your turn. P, A, N. Pant. So notice when I said the word pant, I did not hear the letter A. I only heard A, which is short A. P. A says A. And T. N. T. The blend N. P. A. N. T. Pant. Now watch what happens if I add an I in here. If I make it P-A-I-N-T. I'm going to change the word completely. It's going to sound different, and of course it's going to mean something different. So the word is paint. Your turn. Pa-a-nt. Paint. P says pa. Now here's the vowel team, A-I. To say long A. Pa-a. And T, N, T, N. So pa-a-nt, paint. So yeah, take a look at these two words. The only letter that is different is the I. Without the I there, it's P-A-N-T. And that's this word, but it sounds completely different because once that A comes along, or the I and the A, they work together, and they're going to be a team to say long A. Last word. Bridge. Your turn. Bur-I-J. Bridge. So this is one from a couple weeks ago. The soft G sound. This says ja. When I said bridge, you hear ja. Ba-er, bur. And I says I. This is not going to be a long I because it's not going to have I blank E. So just bur-I. Sorry, that's a little funky. It has D-G-E. So D-G-E. All three of those letters, they work together to say ja. Bur-I-ja. Bridge. Oh, wait, Miss Porter. Look, it's I blank blank E. Nope. In order for it to be a long I, it would have to be just one blank. I blank E. But since it's blank blank E, it's not going to be long. So bur-I has to just be a short sound. Bur-I-ja. Bridge. And this D-G-E will always come at the end of a word. And anytime that you see those three letters together, it's going to say ja. It will never say da-ga-e. It will never say that. D-G-E, all three of those just together, they say ja. That's a good thing to kind of memorize. All right, let's read our last line. Explain, pant, paint, bridge. Your turn. Lovely. All right, let's do a sentence. R says Of course, it's a capital R because it's the beginning of a sentence. And A-Y is a vowel team that says that long A sound. A. Ray. Ray was in our sentence a few days ago. P says pa. A-I. Another vowel team saying that long A sound. Pa-A. D says da. Pa-aid. Paid. Ray paid. Ray paid what? It's high frequency word for. High frequency word the. G-R, g-er, ger. A-I, a vowel team. That A and the I, they work together to say long A. Gur-a. And says gur-a. Grain. Ray paid for the grain. High frequency word and. High frequency word the. H says huh. AY is a vowel team. Those two letters work together to say the long A sound. Ha-a. Hey. All right, let's read our sentence. Ray paid for the grain and the hay. Your turn. Excellent. So grain and hay, they are things that would be on a farm. Grain is kind of another word for wheat, and hay is like straw, and horses and cows will eat that occasionally. So in our sentence, Ray paid for the grain and the hay. Ray must be some kind of farmer, or maybe he has a lot of horses and cows or something. So it's just a little background on the sentence. So let's look for punctuation. So this sentence would probably just have a period. It's just telling what Ray did. I mean, it could have an exclamation point. If it had an exclamation point, it would be because you are surprised that Ray paid for this grain. Maybe it wasn't really Ray's job to pay for it, but he did anyways. Like, gosh, can you believe it? Ray paid for that grain. He wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be the owner of the ranch or something like that. But Ray paid for it because he really wanted to feed those animals. So that was really nice of Ray. So you could have an exclamation point, just depending on the book and the story, and of course how you say it. If you were to ever see something like this in a book, whenever you see an exclamation point, you have to say it that way. All right, nouns and verbs. And we do not have any adjectives in our sentence. So we know a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So let's go Ray. We know Ray is a noun because Ray is a person. Okay, and then something else that you could touch in our sentence, grain. So it's like the wheat. And hay, also something you could touch. So yeah, if you ever go to the pumpkin patch or something, there's probably a lot of hay. Might be big hay bales that you sit on. And verb. We only have one verb in our sentence, and we know that the verb is what a noun is doing. So in our sentence, is the hay doing anything? No. Is the grain doing anything? No. Ray is doing something. So what is Ray doing? He is paying for the grain and the hay. And since it is the word paid, it means that it already happened. If it was just the word pay, it would be Ray is going to pay for that grain and that hay. Or if it was pays, I mean this is happening right now, like Ray pays for that. All right, thank you so much for your focus and your participation. We'll see you later.